Well, I've been home in my robe for 14 days in a row. Life's been cancelled, I'm non-essential, so I'll stay at home and watch Netflix in my robe. Hey everybody, nice to see you. You know what? It's actually not robe weather, so I'm just gonna go ahead and take this off. If you've clicked on this link, it means that you want to be transported through the portal. Which portal you say? Well, you don't have to be in Cooling to be greeted. So I am going to be your guardian of the principles, but also your portal pilot. Now, I take these things pretty seriously, so let's start off with the principles, ladies and gentlemen. Who can recite all of the principles for me right now? Hello. I knew that you didn't know the 11 principles off by heart, so I'm here with my iPad to talk you through them. Repeat after me. Civic responsibility. That's you repeating after me. Civic responsibility. Yes, what are we? We are responsible civilians. Hello, I'm the seer of all things. I'm here to look at you and tell you that I can tell that you're not getting it. So that girl with the glasses, she's the one that's going to be telling you about the principles. So you need to learn them so that they're in your mind, so that you can go through the portal. Do you get me? Right, I'll put you back. Civic responsibility. As responsible civilians of our country and state, the laws are currently to stay indoors. So there's no blaze. Get it? Got it? Good. Next up, communal effort. Coronavirus has just come and decimated so many jobs. You probably have a handful of friends, if not a bucket load, who have lost their jobs. And so right now is a really good time to be putting in a communal effort, support small companies, or do something small here and there. I heard that somebody was going to people's houses and leaving little presents at their front doors. That's right, no touching necessary. And that is the kind of communal effort that I just applaud, guys. I applaud. You know what I mean? My God, it is hot in here. I'm still serious even though I'm not in my jacket. Here we have leave no trace. Your turn. Leave every space better than how you found it, and most importantly, wash your hands. Decommodification. In the spirit of holy shit, the world is ending, I would use now as a really great time to get off eBay and stop trying to collect things like toilet paper and pasta sauce and try to accumulate things like experiences. What do you say? Participation.
Participation.
Just because you're isolated doesn't mean that you're alone. Just reach out. Also, there's a lot of streaming services available right now. You can be a part of a lot of things. DJ sets, parties, you name it, sister. Make sure you get yourself one of those cool apps like next up, you know it, radical inclusion. The whole world is going through a collective trauma, so now more than ever, it's important to be kind and check in on the quiet ones. Dad!
Yeah.
How are you?
Right. Fantastic.
I was just checking in.
Oh, okay. Thank you.
I'm closing the door, doesn't mean that I hate you. Next up, consent. This year, it's always a no. So make sure that you leave 1.5 meters of space between you and everyone else. Don't put anyone else in danger. This year, we put the good of humanity first. Next up, we have radical self-reliant. Try to take this opportunity to grow out of dependent habits and rely on inner self resources. You got this. Radical self-expression. In the privacy of your own home, you get to decide how to express that inner fire. Go nuts, baby. So cool, but it is too hot. Hot damn. Gifting. The point of all this is that you are the gift. This is not about ego. This is about giving the community the best in you. Guys, This is about realizing that you have the power to transform the world. And by doing so, you transform the world of everyone that sees you. Immediacy. When's the time? Now. Not later. Now. Let's be here now. Ready? We're going to take one long, collective, deep breath together. You ready? And there you have it. Oh, my friends, well done. I'm so happy to see you all the way here, but we're not quite there. Wait, wasn't I supposed to have a Scottish accent? I'm not sure how long I can do this for before a Scot actually calls me up and says stop because it's so offensive. So I'm just gonna stop. Guys, I am gonna take you through the portal, but it's not gonna be the usual stick vibe that I usually do in Coolin. This time, it's gonna be from the comfort of your own home. We're gonna be using this and this, and this, this and this, at my head and my heart, my head and my heart. So, I need your attention now. Imagine there is a wall in front of you. That is the wall you've been banging your head against for the last couple of weeks. Now that wall falls down, disintegrates into a line. And that is the line that you cross to get through the portal.
Magic.
Now, before you jump across your imaginary line and go through the portal, you may be asking, what's so special about this world? Well, what's so special about the world is the principles. The principles are what guide our way. No, they're not like commandments. You don't have to do them. They're a guide. It's our gift to you, a way of life. That imaginary line is the line between the world that you know and the world that is possible. I see you trying to cross your line. Stop it. Because I can see that quite a few of you, actually all of you, including me, you all have a parasite, a kind of monkey, if you will, like a spiky creature. It's living on your back, and we need it off your backs. Yes, you all have the parasite. And let me explain. As soon as you wake up in the morning, that parasite starts screaming at you that this whole world isn't good enough and you deserve better. And what even is this horrible life that you're living? And you know what? Maybe I'm not good enough. Maybe your family's not good enough. Maybe your partners aren't good enough. That's that parasite talking to you, ripping your life apart and making you feel like shit. That parasite today has called me so many names. He said I wasn't brave enough, I wasn't smart enough, cute enough, sweet enough, whatever. And you know what? I need to acknowledge that parasite exists and it speaks to me every day. But if I want to get through that portal, I'm going to have to get him off my back. This is how you do it. You just get your hand and you reach back there and you go, I acknowledge you, parasite. I acknowledge the things that you say. And I acknowledge how hard you make my life. And today, I'm getting rid of you. And you grab him and you toss him. Tell him to just go to hell. Get rid of him. Make him burn. Oh, sorry. It's a bit full on. So right now, you might be thinking, what is on the other side of the line? What is through the portal that's so amazing to me that I've had to watch this 25-minute long video just to figure out? Well, let me just explain to you. You've probably heard the magical stories. There is free booze, like a lot of nipples everywhere. There are like people, but they're actually animals, and you like feed them this like milk stuff, but it's actually like alcohol. And there's like so cool. There's like a birthday camp and like a unicorn camp, and then there's just like so many cool DJs and like music and but you know what? We don't have any of that this year. Instead, we just have a possibility of life driven by these principles, giving you this feeling of hope. Like you can do it. And you know what? It's gonna feel kind of hard sometimes, and you won't want to be your best self. But you know what? Just learning these principles and stepping across that line and thinking for that moment, you know what? That parasite is off my back and I can do this. And that's my gift to you as the all-knowing being and portal passer. It's my gift to tell you that you are good enough and you can do it. So sure, in a way, nothing has changed. But you know what you have now? You have an opportunity in front of you and a community behind you. And I want to see what kind of parasite-free life you can live, even for just a moment, even for just a blissful thought. And this is what radical self-expression is all about. You're not an object. You are a free being. You are a gift. We want you to participate. And even if it feels weird doing things online, sure, you might feel silly, but give it a go. Start collecting experiences and not things. We want you to be here now and stop blaming others and start relying on yourself. And you know what? We should be thanking COVID-19 for bringing us right here, right now, just to feel this moment. As a greeter, I know that embracing your principles pushes you out of your comfort zone and makes you feel fucking uncomfortable as hell. But you know what? It's going to connect you to an authentic personal experience that is a part of something bigger, larger than anything you've ever experienced. Your community is behind you. When you have a sense of belonging, you can do incredible things. And we want to help you understand in a really deep sense who you are, who you've always been, and who you can be. The world on this side of the portal is not an escape from reality. It's your chance to transform your reality, to use the key, the principles that we've given you and see what's possible. And the best thing is, if you like it, you don't ever have to stop. You can just live that life and you can just breathe that life.
So with that in mind, my absolutely beautiful lovelies, I send you across the world, through the portal, onto the other side. Don't worry, I've got your parasites. I'm going to keep them here with me on this side of the world. And if you want me to, I can burn them. You can say goodbye to them forever. But you know what you have? You have a parasite-free possibility right in front of you. So go on, take it. Take it with your two hands and just live it.
Guys, we are all in this together. We can make a difference. So good luck. And a lot of love. And thank you for being greeted. Time to rub your face in the dirt. Bye.